What's going on, guys? My name is Omega and welcome back to another Apex Legends video. So in today's video I got some big things to go over, including some big legend changes coming up in Season 9. We also just have some other general Apex news to cover, including some big leaks and data mine information that I'll be going over towards the end. Also, just want to remind you guys that my code for getting 25% off of GlytchEnergy.com is still active. If you guys are interested in checking out some glitch, make sure to use the code Omega found in the description, which should get you 25% off your entire order. Now, to start today's video, I want to give you guys an update from Tom Cassiello on Twitter, who you guys don't know is one of the lead writers for Apex Legends. He made a tweet saying, with one half the team taking reins on Season 8, we had twice as much time on Season 9, and really took criticism to heart, addressing many concerns. Point being, Season 9 is huge, an epic umbrella story involving everyone, major surprises. It's replaced Season 5 as my favorite, and that's not just hype, that is truth. So again, this is huge news for anyone who's a fan of the lore in Apex Legends. I mean, Season 5, in my opinion, was one of the best seasons for lore. The interactive quests that we had were so much fun, and while I don't know if we're going to be going back to those kind of quests in Season 9, hopefully there's going to be some new kind of way to telling the story of Apex Legends, because we do need to switch things up with these comics that we've gotten in the past couple of months. Let me know what you guys think about this tweet specifically from Tom Cassiello. I also want to show you guys this other clip posted to Reddit by a guy named Willie KC. In his post, he said, "Bloodhound tactical deflects my Horizon ultimate." This currently has over 12,000 upvotes, and in the clip, you can see this guy's playing Horizon, and after he throws his ultimate, Bloodhound scan comes out of nowhere and deflects the ultimate, sending it right back to him. Now, this isn't supposed to happen. Bloodhound scan is just a visual effect. It's not supposed to actually do anything besides, show where enemies are. Now, this got a comment from Daniel Klein, who said, what? Bloodhound scan is just a visual effect. It shouldn't have any collision. This is weird AF. And a lot of people have been saying that this glitch has been around for quite some time. People have even said that they've gotten arc stars deflected by Bloodhound scan. So I guess this is just a glitch that happens pretty rarely. I haven't experienced this myself, but let me know if you guys have experienced any other bugs related to Bloodhound. Now, before we get into some of the big legend changes, I also want to bring up this tweet posted by LG Shiv over on Twitter. He apparently got Tufi banned, and if you guys don't know who Tufi is, Tufi has been one of the most annoying hackers in Apex Legends. He had a YouTube channel where he was basically posting wall hacks, aimbotting, he was joining big streamer sessions and getting them killed, just basically being the most annoying person ever. And according to LG Shiv, Tufi has finally been banned on YouTube. He apparently reached out to YouTube Gaming and some other big people over at YouTube who removed all of the videos on his channel, which is definitely very big. But considering that LG Shiv is such a big streamer, it looks like he's still getting targeted by a lot of different hackers who are basically just trying to get him to not play the game, which really sucks, man. Hopefully Respawn can look into this and really try to solve all of these hacking and DDoS problems, because not only is it ruining the competitive integrity of Apex, it's also ruining the careers of many streamers who rely on playing Apex every single day. It's really good that finally something is happening to these cheaters. I mean, many competitive players and just Apex fans in general have been complaining about cheaters on Twitter. No Cocoa Puffs actually made a tweet yesterday saying the worst part about this cheater problem is the fact that there's countless clips to show proof of cheaters crashing servers and harassing streamers for months with no word/post or acknowledgement of the matter. Now, this actually got a response from Ryan Rigney, one of the developers. He says, "We know about it and are trying every avenue, technical, legal, etc. right now to see what we can do to fix it. The situation sucks for sure, but we think it makes sense to not talk about this issue until we have a solid plan in place. TLDR, teams on it." So let me know what you guys think about this whole cheating situation. I'm sure this is a conversation that we're going to continue having for the next couple of months. Now, next up, I want to talk about Lifeline, because Lifeline is a legend that we know is going to be getting changes in Season 9, but it wasn't until today that we actually figured out what exactly these changes are going to be. So this originally came from a Reddit post, basically talking about something completely different about Apex, but one guy did make a comment saying, "How is Lifeline's kit being handled in the next season? Regardless of whether her ult gets changed or buffed, her passive needs a 10 to 20 second delay between revives." Now, this actually got a response from Respawn J Beebs, one of the live balance designers over at Respawn. He said, "In terms of Lifeline, they're going to be removing her res shield, increasing the tactical healing speed by 60%, and buffing the care package to give guaranteed upgrades." So let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this. I mean, removing removing Lifeline shield is definitely a big deal. I'm wondering whether these other changes are actually going to make up for that huge nerf. I'm not really too sure. The 60% extra healing speed for a tactical is probably going to be nice, but I don't think it's the change that many Lifeline fans want. Now, keep in mind, Lifeline's also supposed to have low profile eventually removed from her. We know that Daniel Klein talked about this happening probably around Season 9, but it hasn't been confirmed whether that's actually going to go through in time. This guy also asked about the Spitfire, whether it was going to get nerfed. Respawn Beebs did respond to this, saying that the Spitfire is strong, not as overpowered as the socials are letting on, but it leads in percentage of knocks, meaning people are dying to it more than any other weapon. This does not mean we can objectively say it's the strongest in the game, but it is very popular at the moment, as you might suspect. Now, while the data doesn't really suggest that the Spitfire is the most overpowered, I can probably say it is. It has one of the best accuracies, one of the highest damage. You also have an insane amount of bullets before you reload. Now, Revenant is another legend that is also supposedly going to be getting some big changes in Season 9. Coming from the same post and also coming from the same developer, Respawn JBeebs did make a comment saying, "We're working on Revenant stuff. Don't think the community reception would be very positive if we straight up buffed him without addressing some frustration surrounding his ultimate, but I like the idea of a greatly increased climb." So I imagine that the biggest change the Revenant is going to get is probably in terms of his passive and his ultimate. I believe that his ultimate is probably going to get nerfed and his passive is going to get a nice little buff. JBeebs also mentioned Pathfinder because some guy had asked him whether Pathfinder was going to be getting a new passive anytime soon, in which JBeebs responded saying Path has been performing very well in terms of encounter win rate and has a healthy pick rate since the removal of low profile, not in a rush to touch him anymore at the moment. Another Apex fan asked JBeebs whether Bloodhound will be getting a nerf in the future. JBeebs did respond to this saying, "We'll see. I think there's a ton of intrinsic value in the ability. From the data side of things, I'm curious how much pick rate is affected by the fact that scans count for assists in ranked. Would anything significant happen if we took that away?" So that's definitely interesting. I don't know if Bloodhound's really going to be getting any big changes, but it is something that developers are talking about behind the scenes. So let me know down in the comments below if you guys think that these buffs or changes are going to be good for the meta. If not, what other legends or what other changes would you make in Season 9 to improve Apex? Now, to end this video, we're going to be talking about some leaks and data mined information regarding the future of Apex. Now, like always, things that are leaked or things that come from the game files are subject to change, so don't think that just because you found a leak that it's going to eventually come into Apex. So this first one coming from Biast12 over on Twitter, link to his account will be down in the description. He says they're testing the EPG in Apex right now. It's kind of an early stage though. Here's a reused UI asset from Titanfall 2 of the EPG in Apex for testing. And as you guys can see, there's kind of like a black and white picture of the Peacekeeper as well as the EPG, or at least the model of the EPG from Titanfall 2 in Apex. So this doesn't mean that the gun is ever going to come into Apex, but it does look like that developers are testing whether this could actually work in the future. Now, Bias also made a tweet talking about the level 100 and level 110 battle pass skin that we're going to be getting in Season 9, and this is apparently going to be for the L-Star. So he said the level 100 name is called Dissolvence, and the level 110 name is called Surge of Brilliance. He also made another tweet saying, "How I got the skins described is that they are heavily themed and inspired by the Titan's main gun from Titanfall 2. This is images from Titanfall 2 and not of the L-Star skin." So obviously the L-Star is going to be inspired by some of the, I guess, mech guns from Titanfall 2. Hopefully it's going to be a cool skin, but again, I don't know for sure what it's going to look like. Now, to end this video, I want to go over the brand new teasers that we're going to be getting in Season 8 of Apex Legends and how you guys are actually going to be able to participate in this teaser. So this came from GarretLeaks over on Twitter. Again, a link to his profile is down in the description. He says how to activate the arena teaser. Collect keycards from the 16th of April and then activate the firing range button from the 20th of April. So he made some pictures explaining the steps of how you can actually activate this teaser. Step 1 is to collect keycards from care packages scattered around the map. For step 2 and step 3, you're going to be finding hollow sprays that are scattered around both Kings Canyon and Olympus. He says there are a large set of spawn locations, but they are always in or around a point of interest. He says step 4, press the phone in the lobby and listen to the audio. And then finally, step 5 is to go into the firing range and activate the teaser. So again, guys, you'll be able to collect these key cards starting on the 16th of April, it looks like, and then the firing range button will be activated on the 20th of April. So lots of cool cool stuff coming in Apex Legends. Hopefully you guys are excited for everything new. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys thought of today's video. Hopefully you did enjoy. Again, links to all of the leakers and data miners accounts are down in the description. But thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all next time. Have a great day. Peace out.